Hey, peace. Support your tree roots here. Sharing some knowledge and wisdom with you that definitely was gifted to me. I always want to give these things because it's important. I love us and I want to see us, get to where we're trying to go. Today, I want to talk to you about the breath, breathing, how important it is. Peep game. Yes, the breath. Oh man. You know, what else are we living for if not oxygen? you know, from birth, we incarnated, we came through the womb, and we find ourselves in these hospitals with cold, sterile instruments and people we don't know that are poking and prodding us and slapping us on the behind and, cutting our umbilical cords and doing I mean, from the door, we learn what stress is. And as we grow older, we learn bad habits of not breathing correctly. Um, yeah, not taking in all the breath we can to nourish our organs and our veins and capillaries and our blood and our cells. If you look outside, uh, Mother Nature breathes all the time. The wind is always blowing, and you can use that as an example of what to do. You always go to nature for how we can heal ourselves, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, because we're made of the same stuff that the Most High put out there that grows naturally and organically. So that is our leader, uh, the Most High, Mother Nature. We need to turn to her. Mother Nature breathes so she can carry oxygen all over the world, all over the planet. So she can carry seeds that encompass the DNA of trees and plants that are carried far off, planted as a renewal. It grows and gives out, puts forth more oxygen just so she can carry it out again and deliver it to us. That is true wealth. Money ain't got nothing on good oxygen. Nothing. You can take all my possessions away. All of them. Even the clothes on my back. If I am truly breathing, I'm one of the wealthiest beings on the planet. We have these bad habits of shallow breathing. And those actually cause, you know, other health problems. There's so many health problems that we do have that were probably just caused by shallow breathing. We could have prevented it if we would just breathe, you know. Um, but we're being hoodwinked into believing that what's more important is to not be late for your job. That has nothing to do with your well-being. It just has to do with feeding the machine for monetary gain, and not even your monetary gain, really. They give you enough just so you can survive, so you can continue to work for them. But you definitely need to, if you really want to live a true fulfilling life for yourself, you got to get out of the matrix and do for yourself, um, and learn how to survive away from that so you can be healthy and give good vibrations, your true essence, your true reasoning for incarnating here. Um, I wrote this little short passage. It says, this morning at 2 a.m. I saw what my eyes did not. Just get through 20 breaths. Focus. One exercise that I like to do to increase my breathing, my capacity to hold oxygen and to nourish, and for me to be at optimum health and performance, is to count 20 full breaths. 20. And remember them in my counting. And don't cheat. We got to start forming better habits of breathing, because that trickles down into everything. You see, laziness comes out of that. Because when you're not breathing, not getting enough oxygen, you're not fulfilling your bodily needs, you're tired and you don't feel like doing certain things. Even the thought of getting up and going over there, it's like, wow. And then if you're sitting in front of the TV, oh my gosh, you're like you're like ganging up on yourself right there, just beating yourself down. Like, no, I just want to sit here and just not do anything, vital. No, we don't want to do that. We're living life, and life is vitality, and vitality is breath and breathing. When there is breath, there is an absence of death. When there is death, there's an absence of breath. Period. Hands down. Breathe. That is your number one responsibility. I don't care what they're telling you. I don't care if they're saying you're going to be fired if you take this time out for yourself. I don't care. Fire me. There's like a billion other ways I can make money. There's infinite ways I can make money and live. Because as long as I'm breathing, you know what I mean? As long as I'm paying attention. When you breathe and you focus, those 20 breaths, okay, what you find out is how focused or unfocused you are. And when you discipline yourself to continue to do that, you are teaching your being how to truly be and how to truly live, to where you're creating habits that will automatically take you. You will automatically breathe. You will automatically take in that oxygen. But you first have to put in the work for yourself. Don't put in work for them. They are trying to kill you. Slowly, subtly. Use your body as a drone so they can continue to make money. Who are they? These beings who made the rules of shallow breathing. Who are aware of how health and how human beings are supposed to be. But that money takes you out of the realm of wanting to be human. We are that first. Do 20 breaths every morning before you wake up. When you're waking up. And incidentally, before you wake up, while you're sleeping. That's why it's important to get rest. These are just some facts that you need to know. Well, not even know, because I'm sure you already know, but to remember and like wholeheartedly believe in them to the point where you are, activating the power of its truth. While you're sleeping, the reason it's important to get rest is because that's a time where you are, theoretically, you're getting the oxygen that you need. Period. Now, sometimes, a lot of times people sleep, they have sleep apnea and all that stuff. That's because your body is conditioned to being stressed. And so when you're sleeping, you're even trying to uphold that, But when you're sleeping, that is the whole purpose, to replenish your healing, and you're replenishing things. And one of the ways that you're replenishing your cells that were damaged during the day, cells live and then they die. And there's, all different durations of life for those in your body. There's so many, but when you're sleeping, one of the elements of the healing is the breath, is the oxygen. When a mother is pregnant, she's breathing in for the child, and she's building cells with that healing breath. Breath is it. You know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It is truly the presence of God moving throughout your body. It is truly the presence of God in that breath you take before somebody said something to you that pissed you off and you want to say something. It's that presence of God that gives you the next truly correct step to take. You know, outside, again, that air, it moves everything, you know. And I understand that, you know, the air is polluted. I don't want to ignore the fact that everybody knows that they're polluting the air. But you have to realize that, you know, man is not bigger than Mother Nature. Ever. I don't care how much pollution there is. Okay? Because if it gets to a point to where nothing can survive, Mother Nature will wipe us out and start over and continue to be. Period. You know, there's still more oxygen outside in the whole air than there is pollution. Yes, it could be better, but you're blessed. And you must remember that. You incarnated here on purpose because you knew what was here. You purposefully and willfully came here. Now, when you forget that, because you come here and we're stressed, and we have all these earthly, mundane things that aren't human happening, then yeah, when you're bombarded with all that stuff, you have a tendency to forget the fundamentals and the essentials of life. Our ancestors already knew, you know. It's common sense, really, and I know you know this, but this may help to spark, you know, your practice of it. What's the use of knowing something if you don't practice it? And then you go out through the mundane world, and then, you know, things are happening, and it's frustrating you, and you're trying to, you know, figure out different ways. The way is the breath. It's in all of your doctrines of, you know, a lot of Eastern medicines, a lot of Eastern philosophy, you know, honor the sacred breath. Something to think about when you are in the matrix and of a commercialized place, and they don't honor the breath. They honor the dollar. The opposite of what you are, you know. It gets pretty deep when you think about it, but go study, you know, study and wrestle yourself down if you have to, and make sure you do your 20 breaths a day, please. You know, it makes you think, it gets oxygen to your brain better. You can focus better, you know. You can see it'll heal things you have no idea about. Get that oxygen in, get you some oxygen. You know. This is your sister, Sequoia Tree Roots. And I love you guys, and you ladies, and you babies, and everything, and everybody, and, you know, that's organic and God made, which is everything, ultimately. So, be blessed and breathe. Peace.